Hi everyone, welcome to day 4 of my Outside Your Comfort Zone challenge. If you are new to my channel, then I've challenged myself to talk about mental health for 31 days, and this is day 4. So yesterday I asked people to send me topics or questions to discuss, and I forgot to ask them to say whether or not they wanted to be anonymous or they wanted me to shout them out. So I'm not going to shout out the person who asked this question today because I don't know what that person wants me to do. But I will shout them out tomorrow. So the question is, how am I doing during quarantine? And the answer is, I think, well as can be expected. When the quarantine was first announced, I was told from work that it would be for 2 weeks. We were shut down for 2 weeks. And I was actually excited. I was tired, y'all. I was stressed and I had so much stuff to do, and I thought I could really use a 2-week break. So I went to the store, got some snacks, and came home and got in bed. Of course, it turned into this way beyond 2-week quarantine. But I haven't had any breakdowns or anything like that because of quarantine. I talked with my therapist about this, about how I haven't freaked out not once about quarantine. You know, I've freaked out about other things, but not about quarantine. And she pointed out that this is kind of my norm. I tend to be high strung. I tend to be anxious. I'm always worried about the future. I'm always trying to be prepared for the doomsday type thing. That's my natural space that I'm in. So she was kind of like, this is your norm. Everyone else just kind of joined me. I don't feel like I've moved my headspace. I feel like other people are now in where my headspace usually is. And I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's where I'm at. I know that a lot of people are struggling. I know that people who are social, I'm not a social person. I like to be by myself. I like to be inside. So this has been okay with me. But I know people who are social are struggling because a lot of people who deal with mental health used to go out to get away from their thoughts or feelings. They used to meet up with their friends as a distraction and a way to treat themselves, a way to self-care. And they can't do that now. So I actually know of someone who committed suicide, and that was I think the worst day for me, because I had all this guilt for not reaching out to that person, and I had all this guilt for feeling okay with this when this person from one of my groups wasn't okay. So I struggled with that, and it's not necessarily COVID, but stuff that's happening because of COVID. I hope that if you are someone who's struggling, that you do have therapy, at least online or phone access to therapy, or someone you can talk to and check in with. I'm always available. I'm not a mental health professional, but I'm trying my best to be available to people because I don't feel like I had that when I was younger, or even actually last year. So if anyone ever needs to reach out to me about mental health or anything like that, I'm definitely available. As far as trying to maintain myself, I've been trying to reflect. Now I have time to sit down and really reflect on what I want to do and how can I be more accountable with myself. So I've been doing stuff like this challenge, checking in with myself, having really serious, thoughtful conversations with myself about what I want for myself and how to get there. I've been trying to be more physically fit and eating right, and I even though I'm not a social person, I do want to be in touch with my friends, and I have been able to do that since quarantine. Actually, better than before, because I feel like before quarantine, if I picked up the phone and called my friend, they might invite me out, and I'd be like, oh my God, now I have to go out. And now they can't do that. So it's kind of safe for me now to pick up the phone and call my friends. So yeah, I feel weird even in this video saying that quarantine and COVID is not been a bad thing for me, because I know it's a bad thing in general. But yeah, I don't think that I would have taken time for myself like this. So everything else kind of slowing down has given me permission to also slow down, which has not been the worst thing to happen. I'm gonna put the suicide prevention hotline number in the I'm not redoing this video, y'all, so you know, down there where I write stuff. This is like take 40 and I'm not redoing it. Anyways, that's it. Thank you for that question. Thank you for checking in on me. It's 4th of July, so happy 4th of Black Lives Matter. I hope you all are practicing self-love and self-care and having the best day you can possibly have. Bye.